Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Full Throttle Sim Racing Points Truck Series here on Full Throttle Television. Tonight we're coming from to you from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to Milwaukee Mile for 150 laps of exciting racing action here around this really flat, really technical little 1 mile track here in Wisconsin. I'm Brody Hanna. With me in the booth is Richie Coy. Richie, welcome to tonight's race. I got the intro in, and so go ahead, take it away.
Oh, thank you, Brody, for that wonderful, wonderful introduction. It warms my heart to be introduced like that. But yeah, we're here at Milwaukee Mile, man. It's a mile. It's a one of them tracks that's short enough not to be a cookie cutter, but long enough not really to be a short track.
Yeah, it's a like I said, it's a technical track. It's a really flat track, kind of reminiscent of New Hampshire, but just with a little less banking, I think, than New Hampshire even. It's kind of you might see some guys good on a road course be good here tonight as well, because it's all about getting that car slowed down, turned, rotated through the corner, and getting the gas down on exit. It's almost like a road course turn on either turn there. So it is kind of a tough track. It's going to be tough on tires. You're going to take care of those tires if you want to be a contender tonight. But yeah, really, you spend a lot of time in the corners here just because they're flat and they're slow.
Yeah, and they're really flat. It's going to be, I think we might see a one groove kind of track tonight, which means that passing is going to be a premium and very difficult tonight. And I think that kind of goes with why you're saying that road course guys will do really good here, because I do believe it is technical and you have to be able to hit the mark every time getting into out of the corners.
Well, we're coming off of an exciting race last week from Kentucky Speedway. You see the standing or the results on your screen here. Justin Gann with the win last week. But it was a fun race. It was a really exciting race there. Michael Thwaites with a good run there in second, Brett Gardner in third, but there was a lot of passing, a lot of interesting racing happening at Kentucky Speedway. We don't go there that often. I think some of the guys were kind of thrown off by just being at a track that we don't go to very often. And it really mixed up the results, and the long run there at the end mixed up the race just a little bit.
Yeah, and I believe that Michael Thwaites was a lap away from maybe getting his first FTSR win. So very exciting run to the end there.
It really was. And if you look at the standings here, Brett Gardner comes in with a slim 3-point lead after his solid finish last week. Nick Moreau off the pace last week, kind of uncharacteristic for him. Kind of slides in the points, slides down to second there, and Gardner taking over the lead. We've got a really very intense and very close battle for the points here as we get towards the end of the season.
Yeah, and that points, that was the first time I think all year that somebody other than Nick is leading the points here in the Truck Series. So kudos to Brett. He had that 3 in a row stretch. Didn't quite pick up his 4th in a row, but still had a great run. Nicholas had a little bit of a chink in his armor there, but we'll see how both of them respond tonight.
Yeah, he was trying something last week, and he said it needed a little more work, and I'm sure they're going to get that straight. Close battle for 3rd and 4th as well there in the points. Unfortunately, Jack Ritchie going to be missing tonight, so Justin Gann going to be able to leapfrog him into 3rd place, and we'll see how that plays out. Looking at our schedule real quick, of course, tonight we're at the Milwaukee Mile, but we head to Richmond next week. That's a fun track, and I think it's a track me and you both enjoy running. So it's a really fun track there. And in New Hampshire and in Darlington to end the season, boy, some tough tracks coming up after that though.
Yeah, Richmond is probably top 3 of my favorite tracks. So yeah, I love some Richmond. We just ran the Xfinity car at New Hampshire. I still like that track. It's very difficult like tonight is, and then we end with the Lady in Black.
It's going to be a fun run to the end here. A lot of guys looking for some points. Well, you can pick up some points tonight with a solid run at a track, again, we don't see very often. We'll see who can do it tonight as they finish up qualifying here. We're going to throw it to our starting lineup for tonight's Milwaukee 150 here on Full Throttle Television. And on pole tonight, looking to rebound from last week's struggles, the 15 of Nicholas Moreau going to start from the P1 position, going to lead him to green here. On the outside of the front row, the number 42 Toyota, that is Kyle Milliken. the strong qualifying run. He'll start from the 2nd position. 3rd spot going to go to your points leader, your new points leader, the 00, Brett Gardner. Going to start right behind his championship rival of Nicholas Moreau. He'll start from the 3rd position. And the first Ford to field, the number 21 of Austin Demore, will roll off from the 4th position. The number 9 of Marshall Johnson, solid qualifying run, going to start from the 5th position. His Toyota is going to be flanked onto the right side by the number 71 Chevrolet of Casey McMullen. 7th spot going to go to the 30. That is Justin Gann, your most recent winner last week at Kentucky. And on the outside is a guy you got to watch out for. He's a tire miser, the number 33 of TJ Bartell in a Ram. 9th spot going to go to the 46 of Simon Magin. And flanking him into the 10th position is the number 16 Toyota. That is Robert Malikian.
Dustin Hardy in the 28 will roll off in the 11th spot with Ted Pullen in the 95 to his outside in number 12. Field Miller will roll off 13th in his number 76 truck with Martin Garreau in the 50 truck to his outside in 14th. Tony Solari in the number 11 truck is going to roll off 15th with Michael Deitch in the 7 truck to his outside in 16th. 17th is the 48 of J.C. Evans with Joseph Burgess in the number 60 and 18th. And our last row is Dave Nestor in the number 36 and 19th with Brian Bliss rounding out the field in 20th.
All right, 20 cars to take to green tonight. We'll look at our race info real quick. 150 laps around this track. It seems short, but it's going to be a long time for some of those guys trying to make the car or the truck turn around these corners. We got one stage for you, lap 40. From there, we raced 110 laps to the end. 45 miles an hour on pit road. You do get about 80 laps of fuel, the guys are telling me, and that varies. Depends on how you run the track and what year you're running in. 20 cars tonight, 4 sets of tires in the pits. That'll be plenty for them. Don't expect to see them there that often here around this track.
Yeah, and I don't remember. Are we getting 2 to go here? Yeah, we get 2.
We get
clutch
2.
laps here.
Well, good. Then
Yeah, I thought so.
No. There goes the pace car.
Oh, no.
We're coming to the green. Nicholas Moreau going to lead him down. Green flag is out, and we are racing here at Milwaukee.
Alrighty, there we go. My bad. Yeah, here we go. Nicholas out to the lead. Here comes Brett Garner looking underneath Kyle Milliken, but Milliken really working at high side work early here. He might have him going down the backstretch.
Side by side for second. Kyle's going to take that. Brett Gardner going to have to slip back inside for the 3rd position. Austin Moore starting to put some pressure on him in 4th.
Yeah, and the leaders already have. We're not even 1 lap in, and the front leaders have all single filed. But there is a bug's nest, a nest of drivers. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Behind them, we got TJ in the 33 and Dustin Hardy in the 28 running side by side coming out of 2.
I think the anthropod you were looking for is hornets. A hornet's nest.
That's it. That was what I was looking for. The dang
contact
hornets.
Between the 28 of Hardy and TJ Bartell on the entry of the corner there. Hardy going to move by him. Bartell up the track just a little bit. I was going to say we got a battle. Justin Gann getting around the 71 of Casey McMullen. Simon Magin trying to follow him through there.
Casey trying to work his way on the outside here. I think he's going to let Simon go here. Is Dustin going to try to take this opportunity to dive in there? Almost.
And as the 71 slides up the track, the 28 will turn left to get that position. Justin Hardy up to 8th position.
Well, what I was going to say is I'm going to call TJ out because I think he's now driven every single manufacturer of trucks available. Because he's in a Dodge, he's in a Ram now, right?
I'm waiting for Nissan or Volvo or Audi.
Cat. Get something international. That'd be cool. Let's get an international truck like that.
You're talking about a different kind of truck, but yeah.
Yeah.
I watched some of
But,
those trucks
yeah, a lot of
race.
things.
It's interesting seeing those big rigs going around out there.
Oh my God, I see them all the time. Those are awesome. When they do it on the road courses and they go, you ever seen them do it in the wet? Oh. For those of you out there, take 15 minutes and YouTube truck racing in the wet. It's hysterical. Anyway, back to the race.
Watching Brett Gardner. I thought he'd be forcing the issue a little bit more here on Kyle Milliken, but he's being patient here. Kyle holding on strong in second position. Brett Gardner third. Austin Moore here in fourth.
I'm fairly certain that tires are going to be a premium here. So you're going to see some guys trying to save them early and maybe make a run late in the stage. 40 is a pretty decent amount of time before we get to the stage here.
It is. But I tell you what, 6 isn't. But I tell you what, 15 in Moreau already got a 1.5 second lead over second place.
Yeah, and here comes Austin Moore. I think he's trying to make his magic here on the 00. It's kind of all over him.
Got kind of a bug's nest.
He got one of them bug's nest thingies that, you know, yeah. It happens. It happens every once in a while.
I love it. Yeah, right on board with the 21 of Demore. I thought he was going to make a move here on Gardner. He's settled back in here. Again, everybody just being patient. 8 laps in, you don't want to take yourself out of contention early on here, especially with the truck that apparently is pretty quick here. Marshall Johnson back there in 5th, though, is kind of closed in on this 3-car battle, making a 4-car battle.
And this is what I was telling you before the race, is that this is, you're going to see it basically being a one-groove track, and it's going to be super hard to pass. You're going to have to wait and time things to maybe wait for somebody to make a mistake. But you can see, Kyle goes in super high there. But you can see that dark patch in both corners, and that's kind of why it's a one-groove track, because that groove is so much better than the old asphalt.
Yeah, you see some of the guys too. That's what Kyle's kind of arcing the corner in late, which is really what you want to do here. The problem is it kind of opens the door for somebody to kind of dive in there and take that spot if you're not careful. But that's really the way you want to run this.
Yeah, I was watching Nicholas ahead of them, and he was doing the same thing where he was going in a little higher. But I do think that maybe Kyle went in a little too high last lap, because he brought it down a little bit this time. But still looking through the rest of the field. Very single file. Everybody just minding their P's and Q's here.
I kind of wonder if somebody maybe got in his ear there. Maybe he's got a spotter looking and saying, hey, here's what the 15's doing. Try this.
Could be. I mean,
so good, like you said, passing is tough here. And that's one thing, too. It's really tough to make a pass here because you really got to get the car rotated. But if you get too loose, you're going to lose a lot of time on exit trying to get the power down. So it's always kind of a compromise.
And it is, and that's what I was saying about timing, is you got to be able to catch the guy and kind of maybe ride there for a little bit and see where his weak spot is and try to take advantage of that weak spot. As you can see that as Brett Gardner diving in underneath Kyle Milken into 1 here, trying to take over second.
Shallow entry for the 00, but he does get the pass done. I think Kyle might have just kind of waved the white flag a little bit right there and said, okay, you're a little bit faster at this point. There's no reason to take a chance of contact here early on. And honestly, the longer they stay side by side, the more time they're going to lose.
Yeah, they're already, you had said before that he was, 1.5. He's now 3 seconds out ahead of these guys. So I don't know what happened to Nick last week, but I think he came back mad.
Well, he did say he was going to go back to the drawing board and figure out what happened. And you're right. I'll be honest with you, he might have been a little embarrassed. You know, we know he runs better than that, and we know he's better than that, but he was trying something a little bit different. And coming out here making the statement early on, up to 3 seconds over second place.
And still pulling away. But yeah, everybody has their it happens. You can't be good at every single racetrack.
Now, with the old point system, finishing first and the guy you're racing finishing second wouldn't be a big deal. But with that extra gap, that extra, extra 15 points or something like that.
15 points, yeah.
Between first and second, winning versus second is a big deal.
Well, yeah, and that's why I was saying the last couple of broadcasts that with Brett winning 3 in a row, that's like 45 unanswered points. It's kind of like giving up a whole quarter in football, just sitting on the bench, letting the other team just keep going, because it's hard to come back. So that was 45 points he closed in just by winning the race.
Yeah, it's going to be a big swing here, and honestly, on the stage points as well, it's just a 1 point difference between first and second. But that is, yeah, that's a one. I guess it is a 1 point swing between them. So that'd be 1 point he gains. But like I said, the win would be even bigger. But we still got a long way to go before we get to that point.
Yeah, we got 135 laps to go yet. Lots can happen. There's Brett Garner still in second. Kyle still hanging on to third. Austin Moore sitting there in fourth with Marshall Johnson right here trying to make his way through.
Kyle slid up in the middle of the track right there like he got
Austin,
both of them sideways
Austin
there.
Moore.
Yeah. Right on over the 21. Starting to kind of work over the 42.
Don't look now, but there's a green and black truck coming behind Marshall. That number 30 of Justin Gann is closing in on this group too.
I'm not surprised at all. This seems like a Gann kind of a track. You got to keep those tires under you and be patient. And those are two things I think he excels at.
Yeah, absolutely. We were at Iowa yesterday with the Xfinity car, or O'Reilly's car, sorry, and we both tried the same strategy, and I failed, and he won the race. So he's definitely good at saving tires and fuel, a lot better than I am. So yeah, definitely a Gann kind of track as well.
And he is closing that gap pretty good too on those guys in second, third, and fourth. Now what you do when you get there, that's a different thing. But now Marshall Johnson all over the back of the 21. 21 trying to do something different to find a way around the 42. So it's going to be a pretty good battle right here, I believe.
Yeah, it's about to become a four-truck battle as well. It's not going to be. It kind of is. Gann's there. I've noticed the 21 truck is a bit loose. I've seen him come off too squirrely, and that one big slide coming off of four. So I don't know if that's something that Marshall could take advantage of.
Well, I know it is tricky trying to get the power down. Like I said, you want the truck to rotate, but to get it to rotate in the middle, sometimes you have to make it looser than you want it on exit. And it's always just kind of a compromise, especially somewhere like here where, you know, it's so important to get the truck to turn through the middle. And you have to give up something somewhere, and usually it's exit of the corner, unfortunately.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why I like this track and tracks like this, because it's not your normal track, and I think it takes a little bit extra to get around these places really good, especially in the long run. So I like these kind of challenging tracks for sure.
Pretty good racing right here. Like I said, you're trying to plan your passes out, but you also don't want to put yourself in a position to get taken advantage of from behind. So if I'm the 21, it's kind of a tough spot because you want to start making some moves, but if it goes wrong, you're going to lose 2 spots instead of gain 1.
Yeah, and you can get a little frustrated really easy here because it is so hard to pass. You think you're much faster. So here 21 is looking underneath the 42 going into 1 here. He's under him. Does he have enough to get by him?
Yeah, I think Kyle kind of saw that coming, gave him plenty of room there to race underneath. Down on the exit. Hangs on for now.
Oh, he's up the track.
Oh, so
21's up the track. The 9 is not up the track. The 30's going outside of the 9.
Yeah.
Kyle's disappeared. Kyle's back. Kyle's disappeared.
Kyle's pulling some magic tricks.
21 looks like he might have a little edge on the 42 going down the backstretch here into 3.
Just got to still be patient there on the bottom. Just wrap that corner. These passes happen. They develop so slow that it's hard to be patient. You want to gas it up and want to get to the inside of the guy, and you want to make that pass. But if you do, you mess up the entry of the middle of the corner, and he'll come back to you on the exit. So it's just a very challenging place to pass.
That it is, and we're watching what can happen here is Kyle got stuck here on the outside and has lost a spot to Marshall, and now has Justin Gann on his side. So he's gone from third, all the way back to
also upholster back to 6th spot. And kind of going away, but he does kind of get freight train there. I mean, you get stuck on the top, they'll just wrap up the bottom around you.
And it's tough, too, because you're like, I got to get to the bottom. But while this is going on, Nicholas has opened up another second on Brett. Brett is now opened up 2 seconds on Austin Demore. So our front two kind of checking out a little bit.
They probably feel like they're out there on the track by themselves. Nobody around them. And,
people say all the time, you get bored doing that when you're out there by yourself, and you're like, hell no.
Well,
I'm out there by my. I mean, yeah.
Not if you're leading, no. But if you're second, maybe, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're leading, it's like, nah, I'm leading. That's fine. But if you're second out there by yourself, you're like, man, all you're thinking about is we want to catch that guy in front.
Speaking of catching, we got Field Miller just made a pass on Casey McMullen. That is for the 12th and 13th spot.
Go back here in the pack a little bit. 27 laps in the book. Again, the stage at lap 40. So we're already more than halfway there, almost 3/4 of the way there.
Happened so quick.
These guys 16, 17 seconds back of our leader. 30 should be fine. Somebody sent some blister pace like that out. I kind of wonder. Oh, and there goes TJ Bartell around Dustin Hardy. 8th and 9th spot switching hands.
I think you were saying that it was possible that maybe Nicholas went too early, too quick, but nope. He's still going.
I don't think Hardy disappear a little bit there. I don't. Nick's not one of the guys usually to jump out there and use his tires up early. We've seen it a couple times, but it's not. I mean, he kind of knows. And honestly, you get a big gap like that, and you can kind of back up a little bit and say whatever you need to.
Well, that and you got all the clean air in the truck. You're just living large up there, man.
Bottom here between Dustin Hardy, the 28, the 16, and Robert Malikian. Back there behind him, the 95.
And I saw that Robert Malikian has reached a milestone in FTSR by this is his 200th race here at FTSR.
That's right. Yeah, I did see that posted in Discord.
Yeah, I like stats. I'm a big stats guy.
On board with the 16 Malikian, the Frosted Flakes machine.
Tony back.
Yeah, not Tony in the 11.
No, Tony in the 11 is Tony in the 11's on the wall down the backstretch. I just flipped to him to watch the sparks come off his Menards Ford over there.
He's racing with a 50 the row.
Yeah, and JC Evans right there as well.
And Casey McMullen in front of him. Casey's kind of falling through the field a little bit. Down 7 spots from where he started, back to 13th.
Yes. I thought early it was a tire saving process, but I wonder if maybe there's some stuff with the setup a little bit. He's going to have to get in and try to do some changes during the pit stop there.
Well, you see some of the trucks sideways off the corner. That was Tony right there, wagging the tail coming off the corner behind the 50 Moreau.
Yeah, it's a long way to go on it with a loose truck.
Yeah. You almost dread the next corner coming up when you have a loose truck like that, because you know you're just going to find it again there. You see the 36, Dave Nestor got around the 7 of Michael Deach. Now, I talked about the other guys maybe not be at risk of going a lap down, but these guys back here.
We got 6 laps to go. I think they'll be all right. 5 laps now. It's a stage. They should be all right.
Looking at your leader there, Nicholas Moreau. He's led every lap so far tonight. 34 in the books, 34 to him. Brett Gardner in second, 4.2 seconds back. And I'll say Brett Gardner's kind of hung with him as far as pace goes. Once he got clear of the traffic back there, he's going to maintain. So on this next restart, we'll see what these guys really have. I think they're going to put pressure on each other.
Yeah, I would think so, and it's going to be a good battle. It's been a good battle all season, and I'm just watching the battle between the 21 and the 9 here, the third.
We'll get the battle back there for Dustin Hardy and Malikian as well.
Oh, Malikian, yeah.
So those guys are duking it out. I think Malikian was able to get by him. I don't know if he made that pass on the outside, but when I flipped back to him, he was on the outside, and he was able to get that position. So.
Actually, Malikian's running a higher groove than I've seen anybody else run. He's actually running above that dark patch.
Or if he's found something there with the heat and the track, maybe it works out a little bit better up there.
Sometimes you got to do something different.
And on the opposite end of the spectrum, you see the 28 Hardy using the apron through 1 and 2. You see some guys go down there and try to find some grip down there as well.
Those guys tend to be a little bit tight,
yeah.
And they're trying to get their truck to rotate on that pavement. So
I don't know if the 28's tight. I've seen him sideways a couple times off the corner too, but just trying to find some grip anywhere you can. Some guys do. See, there he is again down there on the bottom, making that work. I will say, oh, there he goes sideways. I'll say some of the guys try to hook that left front tire on the other side of that curb that separates the pit exit from the track. And sometimes that'll help kind of pull the truck around too. You got to be careful not to pull it all the way around.
Yeah, I was going to say, be careful how much it pulls your truck, because you pull too quickly, too far, too quick.
All right, well, back up here up front. 15 Moreau going to come around C1 to go to the end of the stage. Still 4.1 seconds back to second place, Brett Gardner. Like I said, kind of hanging there as far as pace goes. And I'm sure Nick probably have seen that. And it's like, okay, I'm going to have a fight on my hands here on this next run.
But back behind him, Marshall Johnson and Austin Demore have been battling. They pulled away from Justin a little bit.
They did. They have. Off of turn 4, though, here comes Moreau. He's going to score stage win tonight here at Milwaukee. Get that 1 extra point over Brett Gardner. Every little bit helps when you got a 3-point deficit. That's going to help just a little bit. Gardner in second. Austin Demore holds off Marshall Johnson in third and fourth. Just to gain your top 5 with Simon Magin, Kyle Milliken, TJ Bartel, Robert Malikian, and Dustin Hardy getting that last stage point.
Nice. Good run by everybody.
Yeah. It was
nice
really
opening
good.
Stage.
But there is
Got
your
some barbecue talk going on in the chat. Getting a little hungry already.
There's your stage results on your screen, if you were wondering.
Oh.
Pick your favorite driver.
Trying to pick my favorite driver. I can't do it.
Click, click. Boom. All right, we're going to see some pit stops here, guys. Going to come down to pit road, and this is a really kind of a tight pit road here on the front stretch as well. And another slow crawl down pit road as well. Do not get caught speeding here. You do not want to lose track position. Track position is king here at Milwaukee.
Yeah, and this is a funky entrance to pit road too. Not one you want to do on the green. Got a weird bend to it. You come off the racetrack, come off on straight, and then you got to make this weird right-hand turn. It's definitely tough.
Let's see how they exit pit road. See if anybody gains or loses here. Got him rolling. And it's a tight exit as well. You got to be careful there, too. Looks like Gann picked up a spot over Johnson, who fell a spot. And it looks like so far everybody is maintained elsewhere. So,
Yeah, I saw your new graphic earlier in the week.
yeah, got to do some work. Sometimes it's a little funky. If you get lap down cars coming out with the lead lap cars, it's not quite accurate, but
Well, it's still a very nice touch. I like it. Innovation, man. That's what Full Throttle TV is known for. Innovation.
well, I can tell you with our innovation, the lucky dog's going to go to the the 60 of Joseph Burgess. Although now he's getting the end of line.
Well, he gets an end-of-line penalty for being the lucky dog.
Okay, maybe that's what that is.
I would imagine that's what that's.
Yeah, but
that
I don't
is.
think I usually see that. So I wonder if he maybe sped on pit road. Which, as the lucky dog, does it really matter? You are going to be at the back anyway.
Absolutely.
But I feel like he probably sped on pit road a little bit, but that's all right. We'll be back. I'll put everybody back on the lead lap. So all 20 cars on the lead lap here. So we get ready for a restart. Pace car's going to duck in. They're going to hit the restart zone. We're going to get back to racing. Nicholas Moreau, Brett Gardner, your front row. DeMore, Gann, Mackin, your top 5 as the green flag flies.
Brett Gardner with a really good jump there. He's going to be able to enter the corner right alongside of Nick. Is he going to be able to power on the outside here?
Looking good so far, although Nick gasses it up on the exit. And he's going to clear coming off turn 2. Take that lead.
We got a battle right behind him with 2 teammates of Austin DeMore and Justin Gann.
Somebody be at the track there. Dustin Hardy way to the top. TJ Bartell having some issues. 4 wide.
4 wide.
They were 5 wide at one point. 4 wide, now 3 wide as they enter turn 1.
Ooh, doggy. They're still 3 wide, 2 wide, 4 wide.
Got to get those
Michael Deach
positions.
on the outside. Yeah.
Got to get those positions while you got the clean, the fresh tires.
I hope some of them got some positions. Kind of settled down now. Austin DeMore looking underneath Brett Gardner here in 1 and 2, looking for takeover second spot.
Yeah, so the whole machine looks fast here underneath the 00. Yeah, if I'm Gardner, he's probably trying to save some tires here, but he's going to have some guys, some hungry hippos back there behind him.
Yeah, and I'm sure Brett's like, I got to keep Nicholas in sight. And Austin's like, I don't care. I want to go. Oh, Justin Gann in the wall.
Yeah, again, just
Behind
over
Austin.
there off the corner. Johnson back there behind him. And Simon Magnet up 3 spots. In the 6th position, starting to get in this battle here.
Brett trying to keep his eyes still focused on the 15 as we roll through here. 15 not making ends meet away like he did the first time.
So if they say they can do 80 laps, we have 102 to go now. We probably had, 105 when we took the green?
Yeah.
Well, regardless, we're going to need a pit stop here, so that's something to keep in mind. If we stay green like we did the first stage, there's going to be a required green flag pit stop in there somewhere, and that always kind of separates the men from the boys.
And I'm telling you, this is a tough pit road, especially on the green flag. So if we do make green flag pit stops, you're going to have to not make a mistake.
You just reminded me. This is the track that Nick ran into the back of me when I tried to pit here. We had an issue. I was trying to.
Right, yeah.
I was pitting, and I think either I was on the wrong channel or something. He didn't hear it. I pulled down to try to pit, and spun me out, spun me around.
Well, there's always that too. That makes it difficult if you don't. Intentions are not conveyed. Running close, that can definitely be an issue.
The second thought that crosses my mind is how in the heck was I ahead of the 15 and Nick.
Nick?
Yeah. That's a second thought. I was like,
you were pretty. You
obviously,
were
I
a pretty
wasn't.
decent truck racer yourself.
Obviously, I wasn't too far ahead of him, right? Far enough
Well,
ahead
yeah,
of
you
him.
weren't too far of it. I'm just wondering where I was.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was probably wrecked.
Oh, you might have been in front of us.
Probably not.
I don't think I was leading. I can tell you that.
It was a good. I remember when it happened. You were like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, I had to ask him. I was like, and then we figured out that he didn't hear it. Either I was on the wrong channel, or he was on the wrong channel, or something. It didn't come through. Yeah, Brett Gardner, half a second now behind.
It's better than what he was a couple laps after the restart in the first run.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's lost a little bit.
How hard he's pushing, trying to match the pace of the 15. Wonder how hard the 15's pushing to try to stay ahead of the 00. Boy, if they both burn their tires up. 21 at 30 sitting back there taking it, but looking to take advantage.
Yeah, and I'm looking back through the field, and once again, we're all kind of single file. Again, I think everybody's just kind of pacing themselves. We do have a couple clusters out there where, I'm sure if a guy makes a mistake or gets loose, somebody else will take advantage of it.
A cluster is fine. If it becomes more than a cluster, if you add a couple letters on the end of cluster, that's when it's a problem.
That's absolutely true. That's a whole nother issue. Got Martin Gros going underneath Michael Deach in the 7 back there. That's for the 15th and 16th spot. Or 16th and 17th spot.
Able to make that pass, but runs up high. Oh. Here comes Deach to the bottom.
Deach
on
the apron. We need to race track.
There is no out of bounds here. Use it all.
There.
If it's paved, use it.
Yes. I'm not sure how much grip is down there, but sure. Oh my! The other pack of cars, we got Dustin Hardy in 9th, 95 Ted Pullen, TJ Bartel in the 33, and Tony Solari in the 11, 9th through 12th, running kind of nose to tail here with Phil Miller and JC Evans there as well.
Four-pack here. Dustin Hardy, Ted Pullen, TJ Bartel, and Tony Solari. I don't think we have any teammates in that group. Well,
No.
Hardy. Is Hardy part of the
No,
Cyber
Hard-
Raptor? I think he
Is he? I thought he was his own team.
is. Oh,
check.
he may be a satellite team. Yeah. This is what you get here at Milwaukee. You kind of get spaced out. The thing is, I just saw at the end of the last stage, what you do to your tires, that will determine the end of this run. And also may determine when you pit. There's a little bit of strategy there as well. See the 28 up the track a little bit there. Ford going to look to the inside.
DJ going to look to the inside of him.
Yeah.
And you were right. 28 is part of Cyber Raptor. Trying to finish off that pass, that would be for the 10th spot.
That's one of those situations there with Ted Pullen. You wanted to be to the inside of the 28. I can tell you sitting in the seat, you see the guy get loose, and you want to get to that inside. You want to be to that inside, and you just can't quite get there.
Yeah, and this is one of those tracks that you got to make the pass and complete the pass as quickly as possible. Otherwise, it could go on for quite some time.
Well, you see what's happening here. Those two side by side, Tony Solari's close right up on them. They're losing time to each other and also losing contact with the guy in front there, Hardy. So,
Yeah, who was the one? Oh, Ted Pullen really loose. Wow.
he hung on to
Good
it.
job. Tony missed him. That happened right across Tony's nose.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a good heads-up drive for the 11 too, because it happens really quick there. You have to kind of really quick make a decision. You go left or right. Sometimes you don't even have time to make a decision. You just got to, oh, it worked out, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes you just kind of take a breath in and then wait for whatever's going to happen.
I'll tell you what, Hardy's up the track too, but we saw that working for Milwaukee. And speaking of Milwaukee, and he's up to 8th spot. He's ahead of these guys, kind of pulled away from that. He's kind of on an island by himself as well.
He's got his elevated esports teammate of Kyle Milliken right in front of him. Why does Milliken and Malikian always have to run next to each other?
They run together. They're on a team together.
It just, they tongue tie me all the time.
It's not that hard.
I know. I didn't say it was hard for normal people. I'm not normal.
Milliken? Well, I guess because we actually have, and it's spelled completely different. We've got a textile plant down here. Milliken is the name on the textile plant, so I knew that name from the get-go.
Really? Okay.
But it is spelled a little bit different than his name. So you got Milliken and Malikian. Now we did have to. I remember when Malikian first joined the league. And speaking of his 200 starts, he's been around a while, so that allows you to kind of get used to his name. But when he first started, we had to get clarification on exactly how to say that, and so we've had plenty of practice. It's just a matter of getting them right with each of the cars.
Now, we did miss somewhere that Justin Gann did get by the 21, so Justin Gann is up to 3rd. Austin Demore is back to 4th.
And that's probably a little teamwork there as well. I'm sure the 21 didn't make that too hard on the 30. Thinking maybe the 30 can do something. Although I will say the 30 kind of dropped back in that run at the end of 40 laps in the first stage. It's one thing to kind of watch. He kind of dropped off the back of the 21 and the 9. So we'll see if that feed happens again.
Yeah, he did. And I'm wondering if he used a little bit too much just trying to catch them in the first place. But he's back there in 3rd, and he's running some decent lap times. Just as quick as Brett Gardner is, and a little bit slower than Nick. Nick still being the fastest truck out in the track.
He's pulled away just a little bit, 1.1 seconds. Nothing like the first run, but sure he's kind of pacing himself at this point. But what did we tell him? We told him, if you want TV time, not to dominate these races. So,
but at least don't win by a large amount of time. Got TJ Bartel trying to make a move on Dustin Hardy down the front stretch here. This is for 9th spot, 33 to the inside of the 28.
Like I said, these passes, you have to be so patient. You got to be patient through the middle of the corner, not pick up the gas too early. You got to be patient off the corner, not to get the gas too hard and upset the run off the corner.
Because you work so hard to get there, and one quick pickup on the throttle, and you could lose everything that you just worked for. But TJ does make the pass down the front stretch.
TJ up in the 9th position.
He's trying to come back.
Yeah, I thought he might have a shot there, but so tight maybe in the arrow there. Dave Nestor in the 7 of Michael Deach side by side for 17th spot. Deach able to get around there. Where is he? Up the track in 3.
Deach is one of them. Oh, Dave comes back on him. Deach has been one of those guys that's been running kind of the high line.
Deach was excited about getting to run tonight. He didn't make many truck races anymore, but able to make the one tonight. Get that special paint scheme, that 7 YMCA paint scheme there.
I believe he said something about running that 7 for Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
Nice gesture. Kyle passing. Yep. Tony Solari's made his way past Dustin Hardy. And Ted pulling to the inside of his teammate there in 1 and 2. So put Tony up to the 10th spot as the 28.95 are fighting over 11th down the backstretch.
I see what you did there.
What'd I do?
Oh, you didn't even realize you said Ted Pullen's pulling to the inside.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
You did. You just, oh my goodness. Poet didn't even
no,
know it.
I didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. I'm just a natural. Comes naturally.
Ted pulling to the inside. You didn't realize you said it back to back? I mean,
I didn't. Nope.
So good you don't
You
even
think
know
I
it, yeah.
Do you think I listen to what I'm saying? Are you kidding me?
I mean, I thought you was trying to make up for your insects.
My hornet's nest?
Yeah.
My hornet's nest? Did I couldn't remember? I got it now. Hornet's nest.
Bunch
Good.
nest. It's a bunch life
I'm like an old phone. I gotta be rotated to work.
A rotary phone. Didn't know I had.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have put that on my bingo card. A rotary phone reference tonight.
Not even a rotary phone. One of the old style ones where you used to go up and you have to crank it to power it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Mabel, can you connect me to 432? Because that was it. There was 433 like telephone numbers in the entire country.
Well, yeah, you went back further than I thought. Rotary phone was going to be an old. You're talking about the hello.
Yeah. Mabel, put me through to the sheriff's office.
We have lost the plot, guys. We have lost the plot tonight's race. Apologize. Nicholas Moreau still out front, though. 74 laps in the books will be halfway next time by. And we still got a pit stop that these guys got to figure out when they want to do that.
We got some guys in chat. Got Cute Joshua talking about how Brett Garner is eating beans. So it's going to give him NOS-like boost. He's eating beans, so it's going to give him like a NOS-like boost. So the 15 needs to watch out.
It has to be barbecue baked beans, right?
I would assume so. But apparently Taco Bell is also on the menu for the 00 on race day to get him to go fast again.
See, I would be careful with that. I'm going to tell you from experience. I don't know if you want to mess with that. And especially right now.
Yeah. Yeah. With the lettuce. But they swear it wasn't anything wrong with their lettuce. But we also got a Dave out there talking about Malikian is utterly more fun than Milliken. Let's go 42.
We got J.C. Evans off the track on the backstretch. Spun off turn 2. We'll look at it here in a minute. We stay green, but he is limping it around the pit road. Trying to wiggle the truck to see if there's anything wrong with it there. Or maybe he's wiggling because there's something wrong with it. I'm not sure. He's gonna bring it to pit road. Let's look and see what happened to the 48 coming off turn 2 here. Dustin Hardy in front of him. That's one of the trucks there. Gets high, gets up. Just loose off the corner, tries to lock it up, and unfortunately finds the end of that. I think his tires just stick out right there. And they are perfectly positioned where if you get loose, you aim right at them.
Yeah, and on my screen, a fender came off and everything, so it was a pretty good hit.
On board with the 48 coming off the corner, loose, and he just has to find them, right? Just perfect. You couldn't do that if you tried.
We got Marshall Johnson. Oh, Marshall Johnson and 21 getting together. Marshall Johnson to the inside of the 21, trying to make that pass. They make contact in 1 and 2.
Little contact. We'll fall back in line here. We'll try that one again. The last thing you want to do at a track where you got to be patient is drive mad. That's going to take all that out of you. You're going to drive mad trying to get back to them there, but whether you're mad at yourself or mad at the other driver, either way.
Phil Miller has made his way past Dustin Hardy too, so Phil Miller puts up another spot. Dustin has unfortunately fell back one more spot.
Yeah, 28's fallen off here the last couple, several laps, I should say.
Looks like TJ Bartel in the 33 is closing in on Robert Malikian there for the 8th spot.
We're still watching this
battle
9
those
and 21. He's right on the back bumper of the 21 again. Looks like the 9's got his truck rolling a little bit better than the 21 right now.
I was going to say that, but they both kind of got loose coming out of 2 there, but Marshall has closed back in again.
Marshall trying to dime in the corner a little bit there, run up in the middle and try to get a straight run off. Phil Miller, Dustin Hardy still side by side back here for 12th, 13th as well.
Got some more chat going on, which I love to see. I love to see guys interacting here. 28 needs to pick up the pace. Full throttle U.S. history and sim racing TV, because we're full service here at Full Throttle TV.
Yeah.
Then somebody else, Dave, was saying, let's not go back and talk about Morse code, because that's even farther back than the telephone I was talking about.
Yeah. What about smoke signals? We want to talk about that?
We could do that. And then we got, this track is so much more technical, which is, it absolutely is, and that was what we were talking about in pre-race, was why I think road racing guys do very good here, is because it is so technical.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to hit the marks, both getting in the corner and coming out of the corner.
One thing I want you to look at, we're on board with the 9. Why are you talking about that? Look at how the corner, it's not a smooth, you know, evenly spaced, like a very smooth curvature on the inside of the track either. This is a very old track. It is not like a symmetrical turn through the corner either. If you know,
no, the apex is off. It's not like normally when you see an oval track, the apex is in the middle of the corner, and it's not here. It's off. And you're right.
I'm watching. We're on board with the 9 of Marshall Johnson, looking at the 21. But yeah, I just want you to look at that, because you actually kind of apex right here for the exit of the corner. And again, the curve is just not. It's not a. We got Phil Miller on pit road. So
yeah,
pit stops have started.
We got TJ Bartell to the outside of the 16, trying to take over the 8th spot down the backstretch. On the outside.
Well, we saw the 16 running on the outside. He was having some success with that, but it is the long way around.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the outside to be a valid pass, but he's trying to make it work here. He gets a good run coming off the corner. He might clear him down the backstretch, and does.
So he does make that pass on the outside. TJ Bartell up to 8th position. Malikian back to 9th. This battle for 3rd or 4th is kind of cooled off somewhat now. So I wonder how long these guys are going to stay out. With Phil Miller choosing to pit, is he going to start the process here?
I'm going to say he's probably a little bit earlier than what a lot of people are going to do.
We do have 65 laps to go.
Yeah. And we've only done like 45 laps since they pitted. So we're not even to like halfway of the stint.
We'll look at lap times as he completes a lap here. See the difference. Phil Miller versus our leader. Leader's still running his last lap was a 31.4.
Yep.
And Phil Miller just ran a 31.1, so 0.3 faster right now. And he's in traffic though, too, right now.
One more. We got Tony's mommy's here, so
Yeah.
we're all good to go with the Let's Go Tony.
Mommy should be proud.
Now
He's right at the top 10 right now, 10th spot.
And I think that Tony's mom's now got a couple of chat fans out there, so everybody gets famous here on Full Throttle TV.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's pretty funny that he got a phone call after the mommy incident. That's made us laugh.
It tickles my funny bone.
Kyle Milliken in pit road, so Milliken's going to come in early. Get those 4 tires and try to make up some ground.
I don't know. I still think it's too early.
Yeah, well, it is, but if we go green, we'll gain a little bit, but you're going to have to hang on.
Yeah, it's going to make, because like I said, I did 45 laps on this set of tires. Now you got to go 60. So maybe they're looking to 2-stop it?
Maybe you catch a caution at the right time?
Or they're looking they're doing a 2-stop, which I don't know. Maybe it'll work. We'll see.
Got some gamblers out there, and I'm always a fan of somebody willing to take a chance.
Oh, you said that, and a song came into my head, and I am not going to sing.
Well, as long as it's not Katy Perry or Rebecca Black or something.
Or I was waiting Rebecca Black. It's Wednesday. It's not Friday.
Yeah. Those who know.
Oh man, we got Nick in some lap traffic here. Still 2.5 seconds out ahead of Brett Garner, basically. And it's about a little over 2.5 seconds above Justin Gann. Austin Demore still fighting with Marshall Johnson there for 4th and 5th.
Some of these guys probably wishing they had a radio in the truck.
They could be listening to Full Throttle TV. We'll tell them everything that's going on.
And then some. Get some history lessons while you're out there, Is that coming off pit road right there? So JC Evans back in here. JC Evans back in the race here. 16 laps down. I'm telling you, his luck is amazing. And it just, again, with the fact that he's able to find that one tire barrier that sticks out on the back. I don't know. I'd find me a rabbit's foot, 4-leaf clover or something, and try some things.
Get something to change your luck anyway. Go down to Louisiana and get some voodoo.
And Bullen working over his teammate Dustin Hardy. Those guys been together all night. And we have our first taker in our front of the field. Brett Garner going to come to pit road. 57 laps to go.
Interesting. They pitted on lap 42. Now lap 94, so that is, 52 laps?
Now this might trigger some things. Nick does not want to be out there on older tires. He's going to come in right now, actually. He's going to cover them off right away.
He is, yep.
And that's probably the smart thing to do.
From Simon Magnum.
Yeah.
We're not even 50. Halfway to the stint.
Let's
see.
TJ
Bartel sideways. Locks it down and saves it coming off of 4. Going to lose 3 spots at least, 2 spots at least.
Boy, that's not what you. That puts your heart and throat moment for the guys that have pitted right now.
Yeah, and I don't even think he was trying to pit.
Yeah. Ted Pullen does hit pit road as well. Brian Bliss is in. Justin Gann, your leader right now. Deciding to run this one long. And this could be interesting too, like you said. Some of these guys might run long, and some of them may short pit here. And Malikian's in. TJ Bartel does come in this time. TJ's after that slide through turn 4, I'd come in and get some tires too.
Yes, Martin Garreau in. And if you look out in the racetrack, Brett Garner is right behind Nicholas Moreau. Within 0.2. This is the closest he's been to Nick Moreau since the restart.
It was a 1 lap difference in pitting.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say Nick's got a lap fresher tires. Now, I don't know how much that matters, but at least he's on that side of things.
He is. A little bit of lap traffic bringing him even closer there. Now is this Brett's opportunity? As the 50 of Martin Garreau coming out of the pits in front of these guys going down the backstretch.
And that's his teammate. Get out of the way here. But, yeah, that's why I brought up this 15-point difference between first and second. These guys are fast enough to run 1-2. But it's really important who finishes first and who finishes second here.
Brett Garner to the inside of Nicholas Moreau here, looking to take the spot away.
Is he going to get pinned behind the 28 here?
Somebody's going to get pinned behind the 28. The backstretch. 28's in the wall.
Oh boy.
Brett Garner dives in, takes the spot.
Garner to the front. I like this because I feel like Moreau maybe has the better car, but now he's got to get around the 00. We're going to see some action here.
Yeah, we are. And right now, Marshall Johnson. Here comes Russell DeMore, our second place driver's in.
Yeah, DeMore hits pit road. 21 in.
Leaves 2.
Can. And the 9, Marshall Johnson. Where's Casey McMullen at? He's already pitted. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, he pitted. And I'll be honest, at this particular point, I'd run it long at this point, at least to get the halfway of the stint.
Here they come.
All right.
They said, no thanks, Richie. We're coming to the pit road, both of them.
We're
here.
coming right
Justin
now.
Gann, Marshall Johnson. So it's going to hand the lead back over to the 00, Brett Gardner, but he's got a mirror full of the 15 in Moreau behind him. Nope, beside
He's
him.
kind of pulling over. He kind of just pulled over and said, "You want to go by me, Nick? There's the outside." Nick's got to run down the backstretch. He's going to look to the inside going into 3.
Dives to the
Yeah, he
inside,
drove it in.
side by
Yeah.
side for the lead.
He drove it in there too.
Moreau going to retake this position. I think off turn 4 he's going to clear him. Yes, he is. So Moreau back out front. The 15 back to the lead. At least Gardner got that one lead at one lap led though, because that is going to be. Do we do extra points for
Nope.
that? Okay, so
Nope, no more. Doesn't do anything other than show up on stats nowadays. But Nick's one extra lap may make that much of a difference. I mean, I know seems like he's been the class of the field tonight, but that one extra lap can still be still be showing up.
I feel like he was a little better than 00, and that extra lap's going to do nothing but help that just a little bit. So,
Right.
yeah. So we should have a better fight than that, Brett. Come on.
So do some of the chat guys out there, I'm sure. But now Justin Gann, by waiting the extra 6 or 7 laps, 6, 7, he's back to 6th. 12 seconds behind Nicholas Moreau now.
Yeah. A little fresher tires, though. But, yeah, he's going to have some... Oh, he's got the 42 right there in front of him. Make that pass. Kyle, one of the first ones to pit. And Justin, one of the last ones to pit.
Yes. And Marshall Johnson's back to 9th. He's coming up through the field, but him and Austin DeMore are once again kind of nose to tail here.
I can tell you, Michael Deach, he pitted. He hasn't pitted yet.
He has not.
He's, I think, him and Casey. Actually, yeah, there you go. Casey McMullen has not yet to pit either. And running in 3rd.
Oh, you're right.
Well, now 4th position. Yeah. So we were wondering where Casey was. Well, there you go. He's staying staying in character.
Well, he's going to probably make it to the end on it with this fuel. You only had what, extra 20 laps? Yeah, he's good. He's got it. Casey and his fuel mileage.
Yeah. He's going to at least get some fuel at some point here.
TJ Bartel having a pretty good bounce back here. He's made a couple spots back up after that issue coming off turn 4.
Yeah, and what's he in 12th spot though?
Yeah, but remember we got 2 guys that haven't pitted yet.
True. Yeah.
Should put him up to 10th.
But 27 seconds behind our leader.
Well, yeah, I think they're closer. I think the leader's closer to them than they are to the leader at this point as well.
And our leader's in some pretty heavy traffic here too. So traffic could play a factor here.
He's working to the outside of Field Miller there in the 76 with Ted Poen in front of him.
Yeah, I think it's Joseph Burgess right there on the outside in front of him as well. So he's going to have to go 3 wide through the middle here.
Joseph doing a good job of just not holding anybody up. Pitch perfect maneuver. Could have been a hornet's nest.
Or Buck's nest, either, you know, whatever.
Or a bug's nest, yeah, you know, an anthill.
This guy's doing a good job staying out of the way of the leaders there too, or at least giving them a lane to kind of work through.
TJ is actually the next truck in front of our leader. He's a little bit in front of him. I think we got most of the backstretch there. Brett Garner makes his way past the trucks there.
I will say, for as difficult as this track is, everybody is doing a good job keeping their truck under control. You're seeing how much these guys are slipping and sliding off the corner. It's not easy. Regardless of how they're making it, it's really not easy to get around this track and doing it at a competitive speed. So I do have to give them credit. It's been clean, been respectful, courteous too, because the lap cars are doing a great job of kind of letting the leaders play through.
Yeah, and it always amazes me that the harder the track is, that I think the better the race is to a point. And tracks like this that are really focused, where you have to really focus to make it around, I think people do a better job, and we tend to have good races like this.
I tell you what, Justin Gans picked off several positions as of late. Using those new tires, he's up to third spot once again.
Fortunately, though, he's still 12 seconds behind our leaders.
Yeah, don't look at that. It's still
I mean, he's
spot's
going
still
by.
good. Yeah, and he's pulling away from everybody behind him. He's in good shape to have a top three here, but but he's going to need to caution if he's going to do anything with the leaders here.
Back behind them, we got Team 30 with the 21 and a 9, and I'm putting them together because they have been together this entire race. Marshall, this is a 112 lap Marshall trying to pass the 21 race so far. Still trying to pass the 21. And actually, behind them is Kyle. Again, one of our early pitters with a pretty decent rebound. He had fallen back early in the race.
You can always pick out that 42 truck running that Brondo.
It's what Lance wants.
It is. It's a good qualifying, right? And P2, but just falling off a little bit pace-wise during the race.
Still in the top 10 though, so still not a bad night.
Yeah.
Apparently my dogs like it. I just heard them barking through my noise canceling headphones.
Yeah. Well, it's noise canceling. It's not dog canceling.
No, there's nothing canceling them.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, we still got the 21 and 9. That's where the battle is. Marshall has tried and tried to find his way around this 21 truck. What's the lap offset? Did they? Marshall's got one lap.
I think they came in.
He's got a one lap.
No,
fresher
I think they came in the same.
He's looking at this. He's got a lap fresher tires.
Yeah, but I remember you calling me out because I was like, "Oh, just stay out," and they both came in. I thought came in together.
Came in with Justin Gant.
Oh, all right. And it was somebody.
Yeah. So that's that
you
one.
Expect me to keep track of stuff?
Somebody needs to tell him he's got a lap fresher tires. He should be able to blow by this guy. What's the problem?
I don't know about blow by him, but yeah. Up front, Brett Gardner's not letting him get away. Although they're in pretty good traffic here. But Brett Gardner running pretty similar lap times to our leader, Nicholas Moreau.
It's a 7 at Beach they're working around. 12th position. We've still got a couple guys to get to pit, right? The 71.
And Casey McMullen's still out there. They're doing lap 42, and Michael Deach.
And Deach, which they just got around.
I'm not sure what the strategy is going this far into the run.
Maybe hoping for a caution. Well, I don't know if you're Deach. I mean, I guess you get the lucky dog at this point, but if you're Casey, you got your caution now. Well, I don't know, because you've saved a set of tires, but what is that doing for you?
Right. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying. I'm not sure what the strategy is.
He's just
Would
probably
be
trying
here,
to see
but
how. He's probably just trying to see how far he can go. All right. Well, we're getting down to it. 33 laps remaining. There's still a little ways to go. We can't let his guard down yet, because he's still 7/10 of a second back.
he is. And I want to give a shout out to Simon Magnan. He's silently worked his way up 5 spots here. He's in 4th position. He's definitely made out on the round of pit stops here as he leapfrogged to 21 and a 9, and they've not been able to catch him, much less get back by him.
Yeah, I will say though that he's about 5 laps older tires than the 21 and 9, so we'll see if that is a difference here towards the end.
Casey McMullen just out there running the high side, not getting in anybody's way. As Robert Malikian and Tony Solari and TJ Bartel are looking to get by him down the backstretch.
These tires are probably going to be screaming right about now.
Just looking, there's 21 and a 9 is still the closest battle on the track. Even Kyle Milken is kind of on Milken Island out there. Nobody in front of him, nobody behind him.
That sounds kind of like Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's Island.
Got Dave in chat saying, "Stop milking it. Let's go 42." Everybody got jokes.
Stop milking.
Kyle Milken.
On the curb there, we're on board with 42 there. Got on the curb there, got a little sideways.
Gotta do that every once in a while. Make sure you're awake.
Yeah, he's probably trying to.
All right, 21 and 9 have caught the 46 of Simon Magnan. There's a battle for 4th here.
I told you that tire offset on that. And that's probably what got him in front of him is that 5-lap pressure tires.
Yeah,
Or
that's what I'm thinking.
however you want to look at that.
5 lap. Yeah, 5 lap pit after.
5-lap tires, 5 laps on new tires.
Yeah, something like that. Let me crank up my phone.
Yeah. Phone somebody, phone. Patch me through if you would.
Mabel, patch me through to the sheriff.
Well, Casey McMullen has finally given up the ghost. He's going to come to pit road. That little
Nice.
excursion coming to pit road too, apparently. Let's go back and see this. 71. Uh-oh, we got a
there's
caution.
We
Look
got
at that a minute. Caution
76.
is out. 71, first off in 3 and 4 here. Gets loose into turn 3, gets into the grass. Well, that is nothing compared to the caution here. We got Phil Miller with some issues. Let's look at the 76 here. Through 3 and 4, coming off turn 4. Is he going to get loose? Yes, he is. Looks like he might have been coming to pit road or something.
Michael Deitch had just gotten on the pit road too, as that was going on. So both those guys that had stayed out looking for a caution, both missed it by a lap.
Gassed it up, just came around.
"26 laps to go."
I don't want to make any assumptions here. Tony Solari actually on pit road here. And actually, how did he beat the leaders on the pit road? Or is he parking it? He got a penalty for that too, in the line. Coming too
They
early.
should, yeah.
So the 76 spun. What team is the 76 on?
Sounds like a question I should have an answer for, and the answer is
conspiracy theories.
76, 76, 76. Where is the 76? He is on Brett Gardner's team. He's on Barbecue Motorsports.
Things that make you go,
Nah, are you kidding me?
Just saying.
Nah.
Well, through all this, though, they made pit stops. And it looks like Justin Gann took 2 tires. He's going to be your leader.
Man, somebody took pit. Somebody decided to pit early, too. So we had people pitting when they're supposed to, people pitting when they're not supposed to.
Yeah, Justin Gann took 2 tires right there. 4 tires for Nick Moreau, Brett Gardner, 2 tires for Austin DeMore as well in the 21. And everybody else on 4, other than Dustin Hardy, I think, took 2 as well. So, yeah. So, we'll see how that plays out. We'll restart here, 23 laps to go. Lots of wave rounds as well. Lucky Dog, the 96 Ted Pullen gets back on the lead lap.
Yep, we're going to extend the caution here one more lap.
And that's
for the wave rounds.
Yeah, probably because of all the wave rounds there.
Give him one more lap to think about it. Interesting call by Justin Gann. Definitely gave him the track position, but can he hold off the 00 and the 15?
Well, you saw how hard it was, or how tough it was to pass out there. Well, I was gonna say it's gonna work out. The only thing is, it's put Nicholas Moreau on the outside, and Brett Gardner's in 3rd on the inside. So if the 30 gets a good jump and the 00 jumps with him, he's gonna have his hands full here. Although, I still feel like the 15's got the best truck out there, but can he put himself in position to close the deal here?
And if he gets in the corner on the outside of the 30, I don't know if the 30 is going to be able to get through the corner as good on 2 tires as Nicholas will on the 4, but we will see. It's all about the launch here.
Are we going to be 3 wide coming off turn 2? Could be. We'll see how it works out.
3 wide.
Yeah. Here we go. Pace car is going to peel off. We're going to get this restart. Justin Gann, your leader with 2 tires. Nicholas Moreau with 4. Green flag is out.
Great jump by Justin there.
Yeah, but is Nick going to clear to the bottom here? No. 00 going to stick it in there. 21 sliding on the inside there as well.
Brett Gardner's got the edge down the backstretch here on Nick. But both of them are still behind Justin Gann. Justin Gann leads it into 3.
Yeah, good jump for Gann there. 15 Moreau trying to roll that outside.
Side by side. 21 and the 46. Oh, Nicholas looks like he might have it going into 1 here, and he does.
He does clear to 1. Drives it in there, and it sticks. It's really right on the back bumper of the 30 here.
21 and the 46 now going to battle down the backstretch.
Side by side back there between Robert Malikian and TJ Bartel.
Getting down to it. We've got 20 laps to go. Pretty good comeback.
Just to get out front. Thought Nick might have a run here, but kind of stalled out. Simon Magin trying to look for a way around the 21.
21 must be running in a Pontiac or something.
21 was loose off the corner there. It's going to open the door for the 46 to the inside, and we got a battle for the lead. Nicholas Moreau to the inside of the 30 of Gann. He's going to make that pass, put the 15 back out front.
00 trying to make his way past Justin down the backstretch. Looks to his inside going into 3.
Side battle for 2nd. Brett Gardner trying to use those fresh tires around the 30 again. He will. Those 2 tires kind of showing up on Gann there. It's going to give that spot up. Falls to 3rd. Side by side behind him there, the 21. More, the 46 of Magin.
That's what I was saying before. Is the 21's got to be like a Pontiac wide track because he's been one of the hardest guys to pass tonight. Is he does hit the wall.
Yeah.
Everybody who's been caught him has not been able to make the pass.
Simon said,
That's
hold
Marshall.
my beer.
He did. Marshall's like, I want a little bit of that. I've been trying for 134 laps to do that. Up front, though, Nicholas Moreau and Brett Garner pulling away from Justin Gann, but Nicholas with almost a half a second lead.
Yeah, that was a Hail Mary for the 30 of Gann. And he's back to third. We'll see if he can hang on where he ends up. Back there, though, Marshall Johnson got a little high off turn 4 there. Opens the door for the 42 of Kyle Milliken. He's going to take that 6th position.
He did. TJ Bartel right behind him. Looks Simon may have a run on the 30 going down the backstretch in the 3. He's going to drive it in there. He does.
And inside. On the curve there a little bit.
Justin up the track a little bit, given the 46. Oh, it just touched the wall.
Kill his momentum there. It's going to allow the 46 to take that 3rd position. Simon Mack and up to 3rd. You talked about his climb earlier on. Well, he's up there even farther now. Here's the 30 in the 3rd position.
Justin Gann took a heck of a gamble, and unfortunately now is a little bit further back than he was prior to the caution. But he is trying to make his way back underneath the 46 here as the 46 goes high coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, he's trying to fight back here.
He's under Simon. Doesn't have enough to come off the corner.
The 21 sees that too, so the 21's going to be the next to try to pass the 30. 42 drifting into the corner behind him.
And out.
Oh, and the 21 loose off the corner. 42 loose off the corner. The 9 trying to get underneath the 42 here on the front stretch as we hit 12 to go.
9 has cleared the 42. For now, because here comes the 42 back, but no, he gets loose.
He tried to cut underneath him there on the exit. Didn't quite get there. And drives off into the corner there.
Maybe a little too deep. 42 trying to come back on him down the front stretch here.
This caution really kind of threw things for into a spin cycle because some of these guys were kind of managing tires, and now you're not.
You're doing everything you can to get to the end of this race here to get to the checkered flag.
Up front,
no more holding back.
Still Moreau by 0.6 of a second over Gardner in 2nd there. Simon Mackin in 3rd's kind of pulled away from Justin Gann. Well, sort of. And here comes
Marshall Johnson.
Yeah. Finally to the inside of the 21. Can he make it stick?
Well, the last time he got next to him, they had contact.
A little bit of contact there, too.
He's riding high out of the corner. Just can't make it stick. He saw the 46 do it.
I mean, it's just all about patience. You just got to have patience coming off the corner there. Looks like he picked up the gas a little too early in turn 2 and washed up the track.
Oh, he's diving in.
Oh, he tries to stay off him sideways. Hangs onto it.
Oh, that's gonna cost him big time.
We just talked about. I just said the word patience. I think he ran out of them there.
Now, after 141 laps of trying to get by the 21, he tried a Hail Mary and didn't quite work.
Martin the road. Martin actually not for position. His car 1 lap down.
TJ Bartel up to 7th after that slide. Pretty good rebound by the 33.
He got the caution he needed to kind of reset.
Mm-hmm.
And looking pretty good in 7th here. Kyle Milliken up to 6th. He's kind of pulled back some positions that he was kind of leading there.
And hold the phone. But Brian Bliss is up to 12th.
Caution.
Oh, caution.
28, Dustin Hardy into the wall off turn 4. So leaders come by. He's going to try to get it rolling and stay on the lead lap, and does. So, we have a late race restart here. He's going to ramp up just a little bit. We're going to turn it to 11. Let's see what happened to the 28 of Hardy here. Let's see what the... oh no, he just lost it out there. Wow.
Just got a little too high up into the loose stuff up there and got away from him. That's going to re-rack him here. It's going to make for a really exciting end of the race here, because now we thought that everybody was ramping it up. Now we're going to ramp it up even more.
Well, we got some pitters. Justin Gann going to come down and get 4 tires. The 2 tires he didn't like too well. Marshall Johnson going to come down and get some tires. And Tony Solari is going to get another EOL.
Why did he pit again?
I think this time he's probably speeding on pit road.
So the pit road guy, the guy that goes through all the pit road penalties, is the one having all the pit road penalties tonight. We do have only 13 cars. It'll be 14 because Martin Garreau just got the lucky dog. So they're going to be starting, well, 9th. I don't know. Going to be an interesting call. I think it may work. I don't know if they'll get to the lead.
I don't know if, let's see, 144 versus 129. You're looking at,
20
15,
laps is...
15 laps.
No, that's 24 laps. Right now. 19 laps, sorry. I do math well.
Oh, 125. I'm sorry, I was looking at the... What was I looking at?
You were probably looking at
laps.
Oh. So 19, I mean, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, it is, but that's a lot of traffic, and as tough as it is to pass, I think he'll go forward. I just don't know how far forward.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully we don't have a case of people running over each other there, but we'll see what happens here. They are double file, and we're going to come to green here with 4 laps to go.
All right, 4 laps remaining. Nicholas Moreau, your leader. Brett Gardner in 2nd. He's way back from behind the leader here.
Did we extend the caution again? We did. They extended the caution again. So now we're going to come to the green with 3 laps to go. That is not what the guys who pitted wanted to see. 1 less lap they're going to have on those fresh tires. Yeah, Garner's been laying back. Now he's way up top there. Maybe some idling issues on that 00.
It's going to be an exciting one. 3 laps remaining to settle this one here at Milwaukee. Talked about patience all race. Be out the window.
I know. You guys are sitting in seats. You might want to get to the edge because this is going to should be pretty good.
All right. Well, here we go. Nicholas Moreau leading the race. Brett Gardner 2nd. Simon Maggon, Austin Moore, Kyle Milliken, your top 5. Here we go. Pace cars off. They enter the restart zone. The 15 fires off, but I tell you what, the 00 fired with him.
I think the 00 got an actual better restart than the 15 did, but the 15 is going to clear. No, the 00 is going to come back on the outside, coming out of 2.
Try to fight back on the outside here off of turn 2. Still side by side as they enter 3.
He's still there. He's actually pulled up. Is he going to be able to roll through and come off the corner? Here comes Justin Gann. 3 wide off the corner behind him.
Here comes Simon Magden, actually, in the battle for the lead. Looks like Nicholas Moreau going to clear here. 0-0. Right back there.
And Justin Gann has just powered his way to 4th on those fresh tires.
See if he can do anything
Wow.
with them.
Here comes Marshall Johnson as well, who's finally made it past the 21 tonight.
Inside
Oh,
the 42,
Kyle Milliken gets
contact.
loose.
That's going to be the white flag. 1 lap to go for the 15 of Nicholas Moreau. Brett Gardner, Simon Magden, your top 3.
Justin got a run down the backstretch. He's going to probably dive to the inside here, looking for 3rd.
Gonna do it to the inside in turn 3. Oh, up the track, slides up, a little contact. Through 3 and 4, it's all going to happen behind the 15 of Nicholas Moreau. He's going to come down and win the Milwaukee 150 here in Milwaukee, the Milwaukee Mile.
Wow, and Simon Magden holds on for 3rd by 7 thousandths of a second over Justin Gann.
Pretty wild racing.
So, yep, they made their way forward, both him and Marshall. Just, they needed that extra lap, I think.
Yep, your winner tonight, though, the 15 and Nicholas Moreau is going to extend that points gap like we talked about.
Going to be a swing. Should be 13 points ahead of Brett Gardner now, if I can math right.
So we'll continue this fight forward. No big shakeups tonight. Just you're going to have that out and back for the lead. And tonight it went Nicholas's way. St. Nicholas.
St. Nicholas. Better warm up my French dictionary.
Yeah, that's right. Another win for the 15. And I feel like this is going to go down to the wire. Both those guys really strong, really quick.
Yeah, and I'm impressed with Brett. He did a heck of a job there at the end trying to get. He tried, man. He threw it up on the outside. He had a great restart. Did exactly what he needed to do. Just came up a little short. Very impressive by both of them. Actually, pretty impressive race by everybody, if you want my honest opinion.
It was a really good race. Everybody minding their P's and Q's. Even on the late race restart there, it got me nervous, but it all worked out in the end. Let's look at the results tonight. For tonight's race, Nicholas Moreau with the checkered flag there, going to carry the trophy home. Brett Gardner in second there. You got the teammate Simon Magden, who just worked his way quietly up through the field all night. Comes home with a P3. You really have to get your French out because we got 2 of them we got to talk to. Justin Gann there in 4th position of the 30. Used those tires late to get back up to 4th. Marshall Johnson with a 5th place finish, right where he started, but that don't really tell the whole story with the 9, but good solid run for him. Kyle Milliken in 6th position there. Brian Bliss up to 7th spot on a new wheel, on an old wheel.
That was a new old wheel.
Making it happen in 7th position, so great job for him. Robert Malikian with a solid run tonight in 8th. 9th for the 21 of Dawson Moore. He kind of slipped there late, unfortunately, and slipped to the back half of the top 10. And, of course, TJ Bartel sneaking in there for a top 10 finish.
Field Miller comes home in P11 tonight with Ted Poland in 12th. Casey McMullen comes home 13th, and Martin Garreau comes home 14th. Tony Solari, whose mommy needs a call tomorrow and tell him how and when to pit. Solari there finishes 15th, the first truck 1 lap down. Dustin Hardy finishes 16th. Michael Dietz 17th. Dave Nestor comes home 18th. Joseph Burgess comes home 19th. And J.C. Evans, after finding the tire barriers on the outside down the backstretch, rounds out our 20-car field in 20th.
Well, it was a good race, and we got an exciting finish there at the end, too. But the 15 in a row able to hang on against all challengers tonight and take on the checkered flag. When we come back, we'll talk to our top 3 finishers, see what they have to say about tonight's race here at the Milwaukee Mile. We'll do all that on the other side. We'll come back right after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here at Milwaukee, finishing up the Milwaukee 150 for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series here on Full Throttle Television. We're going to throw it over to our post-race show. And our post-race show, of course, is sponsored by the Fine Line of Whiskey Podcast. You can check those guys out every week on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. That's Nick and Brian. They review the week's racing actions and activities. I think they had a special one this week, just kind of covering some personal stuff and some interesting stories. Definitely want to check that out and see what they have to say there. But they do a great job of covering the racing action every week. Got some interesting takes. You definitely want to listen to those guys and just check them out. The Final Line of Whiskey Podcast on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. You can definitely see what they have to say about every. I actually, both of them had a really good run in our race on Monday night, so I wonder if that'll come up. We'll see about that. But let's talk about our finishers tonight. Our top three finishers. We'll start with our third place finisher tonight. Climbed his way through the field all night. Came on with a third place finish. Simon Maggan. Simon, congratulations, man. What a run for the team. First and third. And I think, look where Martin finished. But a good solid finish for you two up in the top three. And working wonders, man. Just kind of worked your way slowly through the field. Came home in third. Congrats.
Thank you, guys. I try hard every week. Tonight, I'm at the start of the race. I'm not sure at the finish battle for the third position, but a big surprise for me. I changed the tire at the good time, but this is a good race again.
Yeah, it was just a strategic kind of climb through the field for you. Like I said, kind of a slow climb, but you're right. You just picked your right spots. Got your pit stop, a good clean pit stop. Got out there and able to pick off a couple positions there at the end and play your cards right. And that's kind of what you got to do at a track like this. It seemed like it was really hard to pass out there, and you guys had some really good battles out there. But it was just so hard to get underneath a guy and get the power down to get that pass done.
Yeah, and at the last lap, Justin tried to pass me inside. At this moment, I'm not sure at the finish line, I pass on the third position, but Probably this is only a bumper.
Yeah, it was really close, and I was going to bring that up too. He was charging with those fresh tires there at the end. You were able to hold him off on the top there. I knew it was going to be close, but yeah, you were able to hang on to the third just by a hair. It was how close was it, Richie? What did you say the gap was?
0.007.
Wow.
So there you go. So it just better be glad you didn't take an extra breath and kind of put yourself behind a little bit there. So it was so close there. But man, a great job tonight. Congrats on that, Richie. I'm gonna throw it to you.
Thank you.
Well, I just have Belle Finition.
Oh, good job, Richie. Perfect.
That translates to good finish, and it was a great finish. Kind of snuck
Thank
up on us a little bit there. You kept coming forward, and the next thing you know, you're battling there, almost battling there for with Brett Garner on that last restart. But great job.
Thank you, guys. And just for your information, Nicholas, say sorry because the mic is broken.
Yeah, I heard he was imitating a robot from what he said. So
Okay.
yeah. He did shoot me a message. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to talk to him tonight. That's why Richie's going to use his all his French knowledge on you, I guess. What is close finish,
we went for
Richie? Instead of you should have went with close finish because it was very close. Are you going to look that one up?
Oh. Arrive Seri.
Nope. I'm not sure.
Well, we
I'm
have
not
a
sure.
lot of...
Arrive Seri.
Oui, arrivé serré, oui, exactement. Ça, c'était bien dit.
Well, you tell
I
us,
don't know.
Simon. How do you say close finish in French?
On a eu, ben, je dirais, sorry. L'arrivée a été serrée, simplement.
Wow.
Simply, l'arrivée a été serrée.
There you go, Richie.
That was close. That was close.
All right.
Sorry.
See,
No.
That's all
I
right.
try to talk in English every time, but
And here we are trying to get you to speak French. I don't know. What are we doing? I don't know. Hey, man, listen, we have a lot of fun out there, man. You had a lot of fun out there tonight as well on the track, man. So congratulations, man. Third place finish. Awesome job out there. I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs. And if you want to, plug Nick's sponsors too, go ahead.
perfect. Shout out to AZ Crew, Rumble Racing, and Grant West this time, and thank you everybody watching the live, and thank you for your broadcast.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. You just put on the show out there. We love watching, man. Congratulations on third, and hey, we'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys.
All right, there's your third place finish of the 46, Simon Mackin. But by a hair, finishing third over the 30 of Justin Gang coming on those fresh tires, but he does hang on to get that solid third position there. And I think Richie, you're standing by with our second place finisher, Mr. Brett Gardner.
Yes, sir. I'm down here with Brett Garner, who's probably the happiest disappointed guy at the racetrack tonight. Just came up one spot short, but man, what a job there at the end, trying to keep Nick honest and trying to get something there on the outside on that last restart.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was I tried. I tried to let that right rear know that it was gonna die in these next 2 or 3 laps one way or another because it was getting used, and I almost kind of had it, but there's just nothing on the exits of 2 and 4 that I had with I think how I was having to drive it there, so I just couldn't carry that momentum. But I kind of expected that, but you never know if somehow he gets loose underneath you and you're just in the best spot at that point. So I was kind of banking on a little bit of luck, but didn't really come our way. But that's okay. I'm very happy with this, especially regarding I didn't even know what this track was before yesterday.
That's probably a good thing. So most people have a love-hate relationship with this track. So, but early on, had to come up through some traffic, made your way into second early. But by the time that you broke out into second, Nick had a really good lead, and we watched over the until the stage, and you were pacing with Nick, so we knew you had pace. And then after the stage, you kind of stayed with him there through the pit stops. And then tell me about your mid race there, especially the battle when you guys came out of the pits.
Yeah, well, I mean, coming into the race, I had done a decent amount of, I guess, research, you call it, just watching other people run laps and seeing how they do things. And I think all of that actually kind of hindered me a little bit. I was running, I think, very lightly at the beginning. I was worried that the tires would not survive. And after I managed to get around Malikian, it kind of just felt like he was still kind of pulling away for a little bit, and I was still kind of like half saving, kind not really, but like don't want to kill the tires. That wasn't the way to do it. So after the stage break, I kind of flipped my brain, and we're gonna all right, we're gonna push this thing as hard as we can. We're not as hard as we can, but push it really hard. Let the tires actually get used because they really just weren't wearing that much. It was they were wearing, but like not more or less depending on how much you spun the tires. So it was like a very even neutral wear the whole time. So I just discovered that pushing harder was better, and that helped me keep up with them. And yeah, I mean, overall, I think I really just didn't have that last 1-2% that we needed to get anything done with them.
Well, I mean, you definitely made it pretty exciting when you did actually pass him at one point there, through traffic and stuff. So definitely keeping him honest and doing the best you can. You know, coming in as the points leader. Now you guys are battling back and forth. I think he might have taken the points lead back tonight. So it's definitely going to be a two-man race, and we love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd forgotten that I'd passed them at that one bit. Yeah, I was definitely trying to utilize any advantage I can get based on traffic because I don't know, maybe Dirty Air would have killed his truck behind me, but it did not. It it did not seem to do that.
Well, still, I mean, still I mean, fantastic drive tonight. You and the 15 were definitely the class of the field once again. But another awesome job by Brett Garner. You have your fans out there in chat, chatting you on and rooting you on. So love to see it, and we can't wait to see what you do next weekend here. So I'm going to open it up for any sponsors or any types of plugs you want to give out.
Had a shout out BBQ crew, everyone who watches the races every week, and of course all of our drivers, Jack, Field, and Brandon. I know some couldn't make it tonight, but always shout out to them. I love racing these trucks with them. And yeah, thanks to you guys putting on the broadcast. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next week.
All right, there's our second place finisher, Brett Gardner. Brody, I think you might have lost our winner tonight.
Yeah, so I'm down here by myself in victory lane. Nah, yeah, Nick couldn't make it, unfortunately, having mic issues. But what a run for the 15, and what a run for everybody. But the 15 was kind of the class of the field tonight. Brett was keeping him honest there, was doing everything he could. But the 15 came in obviously prepared for this race, sit on pole, won the race. Like I said, probably looking for redemption from last week. Probably maybe just knowing how he is, maybe a little embarrassed by the performance last week. Just missed it a little bit. But at the same time, he did admit he was trying some different things with the setup, and it just didn't work out. And to be honest with you, that's pretty brazen of him being in the midst of a points battle and trying something different. And but that's the way you learn. That's the way you figure it out. And he could have hit. Apparently, has hit on something this week.
Yeah, that's for sure. He he definitely hit on something this week. He was definitely a class of the field tonight. He was so fast he broke his microphone.
Yeah, maybe got so excited. Yeah, I don't know what really happened. But listen, it was a great race out there for sure. Everybody put on a great race. We had that short run to the end there, that 3-lap shootout. And everybody minded their P's and Q's. The 30 was coming through the field, though. He was fast on those tires, just ran out of time. If we had another restart, he'd have been a factor there as well for Gann. So some great racing out there, fun, exciting action, and honestly, that's night 4 of this week for us. If I can click on the right thing, I'm going to show you our broadcast schedule one more time. That does it for us this week here on Full Throttle Television. All 4 races in the books. We'll be back Sunday night, 9 p.m. for the Apex O'Reilly Series. And then, of course, the Victory Fuel Cup Series, the Apex Racing Cup Series, and back here next Wednesday night for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series. 3 races remaining for the Truck Series, and it's going to go down the wire between Moreau and Gardner for sure. But Moreau gets the upper hand here tonight at Milwaukee, takes the checker flag, and is going to carry that one and maybe some momentum into Richmond next week. Can't wait to see what those guys do out there on the track. But that's going to do it for us here tonight at Milwaukee Speedway. For Richie Coy and everybody at Full Throttle Television, my name is Brady Hanna. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next Sunday, 9 p.m. for the Apex Rally Series here on Full Throttle Television. You guys have a good night.